Hello everyone, welcome to 希平方 show called NG 英文. My name's John Drummond or Yang Haoen.
Hello， 大家好，欢迎回到我们希平方的节目 NG 英文，我是 Angela。
We have a great show for you today with our good friend Khai Wu, who is known around the Taiwanese community as Khai the Shadow Wu.
今天我们很幸运的邀请到了 MMA fighter 综合格斗好手 The Shadow 影子吴仲凯呢，来到我们 NG 英文节目上，跟大家分享他的格斗生涯以及他中英交错的成长过程。
But before we get to the interview with Khai and I,Angela is going to break down some of the cultural differences that Khai spoke about, particularly about God bless you in Western versus Eastern culture. So take it away, Angela, on NG 英文。
好的，这样没有问题，谢谢你的详细介绍。那没有错，今天在 NG 英文的部分呢，我们就先来好好了解一下英文这句 bless you 到底是什么意思哦。那除此之外呢，我们也会介绍一些它的来由，让大家认识西方人这句习惯用语。以后啊，如果你去到国外听到人家讲出这句 bless you， 就不怕听不懂咯。那请各位听众朋友赶快把笔记小抄 NG 七系准备好，我们要开始咯。那在待会的访谈中，影子仲凯会跟我们分享到，在美国啊，常常会说到这一句 bless you， 但是他小时候不知道要怎么样用中文来表达，就想说bless you 是一个保佑的概念嘛，那台湾的宗教信仰大多是佛教，所以啊，他就直接把它翻成中文讲成菩萨保佑你，但问题是他同学没有一个是听得懂的啊。那到底在我们听到有人说这句 bless you 的时候，对方想表达的是什么啊？那又是在什么样的情境下我们会说 bless you？ 好，来 bless you 其实是 may God bless you 或是 God bless you 的简略版哦，意思是愿上帝保佑你。好啦，那现在我们知道它的意思了，听众朋友，你知道通常是什么样的情况下会用到吗？猜猜看，想一想哦，平常这个在电视电影里面其实很常会出现哦，你有没有听过嘞？那知道答案的朋友很不错诶，那如果你不知道也没有关系啊，今天就让希平方的 NG 英文来告诉你吧。其实啊，这都是一般听到人家打喷嚏的时候会说的，而且还不限于家人朋友哦。像如果今天你走在路上啊，听到人打了一个喷嚏、两个喷嚏，甚至是3连喷，你也可以很大方的跟人家说一句 bless you， 对方想必会很感谢你，会给你一个大大的微笑哦。那举个我自己的例子好了，像之前呢，有一次我在美国东部的这个波士顿街头哦，那我突然就打了一个那种连嘴巴都来不及遮很大的那种喷嚏哦，但是呢，经过我旁边的路人也还是很自然很顺口对我说了一句 bless you。那我不知道其他人在这种情况下是会怎么想啦，但我当时是觉得蛮温暖的。那现在听众朋友可能觉得有点奇怪，只是打喷嚏为什么要 bless you， 要保佑人家嘞？像我们在台湾如果有人打喷嚏，通常也不会有人说什么啊。好，来，这句习惯用语啊，它的来由有几种说法，其中一种是以前欧洲有这个很可怕的瘟疫，这个 plague。那如果有人打喷嚏，大家就会觉得，哎呀，你是不是感染到瘟疫生病了？觉得是这个生病的前兆哦，所以都会赶快说一句 bless you 来保佑对方不要生病。那另外一种常见说法是因为传说啊，你在打喷嚏的那个瞬间呢，身体和灵魂是会分开的，那这时候就很有可能会被恶魔抓走，所以要说 bless you 来保佑你。那这一句时间一久，这种说法就一直流传到现在，不管是英文还是西班牙文啊、德文等等，都有他们语言不同的说法，但表达的概念都是一样，都是在保佑对方哦。那现在大家都知道这句 bless you 的意思跟用法还有来由了吗？如果大家都准备好了的话，接下来我们就直接进入今天的访谈内容，听听影子吴仲凯的精彩分享吧。
Thank you, Miss Angela Ma, for that wonderful NG 英文 breakdown.Today on the show, I'm joined by Khai Wu. Khai is a professional MMA fighter, which stands for Mixed Martial Arts, and he has joined us today before he prepares to fight on November 2nd. So everyone, please welcome my good friend Khai the Shadow Wu. My man.
What's up, John? How's it going?
Thank you for making some time for us in the studio today.
Yeah, I really appreciate you inviting me out and everything like that. Thank you.
Absolutely. So...You just got back into Taiwan, is that correct?
访谈开始，我们的这位格斗高手影子就讲到说，他其实刚回到台湾几天而已哦。他说他通常会休息个1天，然后就开始训练了。 他记得啊，之前有一次回来台湾没有休息哦，就直接进入他的格斗训练，结果啊可能太累，后来就有点不舒服，有点生病。所以之后他都会先休息个1天，让身体稍微适应了这个时差，再进行训练。那我们就赶快来认识认识这位格斗高手影子吴仲凯吧。
Yes, sir. I just got back in on Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
You still feeling a little jet lagged?
No, I just took one day off, and then, usually that's what I do. I remember I made the mistake one time of when I came back, I trained the day of I got back, and I got really sick, so didn't do that this time.
So you're in essentially training camp, is that right?
接下来我们要来聊聊有关仲凯他在台湾的格斗训练。他说啊，他刚结束了美国那边的格斗训练营 training camp， 那目前呢来到亚洲地区台湾的训练营哦。他说啊，这是他第3次完成亚洲区的格斗训练营，未来呢希望可以在比赛上拿到4连冠，也就是等一下大家会听到他们讲的 fourth straight consecutive victory。Yeah,
I'm in training camp right now. I finished up my training camp in the States. Now I'm just winding down my training camp in Asia. This will be the this will be the third time I finish up my fight camp in Asia, in Taiwan specifically, and I'm looking for my 4th straight consecutive victory.
4th straight consecutive. That is some good stuff, man. Yeah, you've entered kind of this new level essentially with your fight game. So what is kind of the next step? So are you you're kind of coming back and trying to promote the fight scene here, or are you trying to open doors for all your crew? Tell me about that.
哇，那上段我们讲到仲凯他接下来在等着拿4连冠，想必他真的很厉害哦。那 John 等等会讲到说，基本上仲凯他的格斗比赛格斗能力啊已经迈入了一个新的境界哦。那他接下来有没有什么其他计划嘞？他打算在台湾大力推广这个综合格斗，让大家对这项运动更了解吗？还是想要再找更多的发展机会呢？仲凯说确实哦，他真的蛮想要增加台湾社会对这个 MMA Mixed Martial Arts 综合格斗的认识。那因为要融入台湾文化，让大家可以 relate， 可以真的懂，会需要同时能够说中文和英文的人，用台湾人熟悉的方式让大家真正去理解这个综合格斗。所以他觉得自己就很适合这样的一个角色，有点类似我们常听到的观光大使哦。不过以今天的主题来讲，应该要说格斗大使。那为什么呢？因为他会双语，又没有刺青，没有纹身，也不跑趴，就是一个这个台湾文化可以接受的形象哦。他说从小他就是这样的人，现在长大了，这样的个性刚好适用在他的职业上面，感觉一切都很像是 fell into place， 好像都是在按部就班的进行，好像天注定一样哦。那我们就赶快来听听这段分享吧。
Yeah, I definitely want to grow the MMA scene out here in Taiwan. And it starts with growing just the MMA scene just in Taiwan by itself, though, so you need definitely people that can speak Mandarin, people that you can relate to, it needs to be relatable. And that's, I think, where I kind of come in, because I can speak English and Mandarin, don't have any tattoos, and, I don't go out partying, and there's no fake image here. And I think that's kind of what they're looking for. And everything just kind of fell in place, because growing up, I never took part in that, so it almost like my whole life, the destiny was just kind of it's arrived right here, put me here, so it's really cool.
That's awesome, man. So yeah, what would you feel is kind of the key right now, that's the missing link to help educate Taiwan more about the MMA and kind of the fight scene?
接下来我们主持人要继续问问仲凯在教育台湾大众关于综合格斗这方面的一些问题。那到底缺少的关键是什么嘞？ What's the missing link？ 为什么综合格斗在这边不是一种主流运动嘞？仲凯说啊，他觉得最大一部分的原因是因为这个领域在台湾还没有一个dominant athlete， 还没有一个这个主要或是有名的综合格斗员，可以制造出或是创造出一股这个轰动，一股格斗潮流哦。不过他也讲到，不是说要像爱尔兰的综合格斗冠军 Conor McGregor 那类型的一样厉害，一样有名哦。如果听众朋友你刚好是有在 follow 这个格斗新闻的话，可能知道这位 Conor McGregor 他虽然有名，但他的名声其实不太好就像仲凯说的，比较 cocky brash， 比较自大自以为一点哦。那这可能就不是亚洲文化会接受会喜欢的类型。他说亚洲文化比较偏好的是那种 respectful martial artist， 这个尊敬彬彬有礼的武术家，而他希望自己可以成为这位重要角色。 但其实呢，台湾也有很多很厉害的，只是还没有被挖掘出来，没有舞台让他们尽情发挥天分。像他自己比较幸运，比较有经验，是因为他是第一位在 Bellator 综合格斗参赛的台湾人，他希望能够再多做一些突破，成为这个格斗界的林书豪哦，吸引更多的人加入综合格斗的行列。那对于 MMA 综合格斗有兴趣的听众朋友，接下来这段访谈你想必会很有兴趣哦。
I think the biggest piece that's missing is just really a really dominant athlete out here, somebody that creates some noise, a stir, not necessarily like a Conor McGregor type, like a cocky brash. Asia's more about respectful martial artists, and I think somebody needs to, I hope I can be the one, but as well as there's many other talents out here that are undiscovered and they don't have that platform. And I have a little bit more experience just because I am the first Taiwanese fighter to have fought in Bellator, and that's something that I take great pride in. And if I could just break through a little bit more doors and get some more people in, I think that'll be the goal.
Yeah, man. So kind of to use that analogy that I think you have used before is be the Jeremy Lin of the fight game.
Yeah, absolutely. I really hope to do that because, he exploded. He's a Taiwanese descent, and he really exploded on the NBA scene. And you have a lot of kids in Taiwan that act and dress like him. He's a very positive role model. So that's one thing I look forward to do.
That's great, Khai. I really respect that, and I think you're on a great path for that. So when is your actual fight date?
那在这段访谈中，仲凯会说到啊，他这一次要在台湾待3个月，是因为他在11月2号的时候有一场比赛要参加。那在这期间嘞，他除了会继续做一些格斗训练以外呢，他也计划教课，去传授一些格斗技巧，也顺便看看有没有一些其他比赛他可以参加。他说他真的很喜欢亚洲，这次可以来真的是一个 perfect opportunity， 一个很完美的机会哦。那我们赶快来听听他的分享吧。
Yeah, November 2nd is the date, and I'm going to be in Taiwan for at least 3 months this time, and I'm looking to get a lot of, teaching and training done as well as get some fights out here, and I also love Asia, so there's just a perfect, opportunity.
That's right. I think you are the Boba King. Is that a nickname that I've heard before?
You did your homework, yeah.
I did some homework.
Definitely, I'm known as the Boba King because
待会呢，他们也会讲到，其实仲凯除了是厉害的格斗员以外嘞，也是 Boba King 这个珍奶天王哦。他超爱喝珍奶的。他说之前第一次来台湾比赛的时候啊，就跟大家讲说他用比赛奖金去买珍奶，结果后来比完赛之后，竟然很多人买了珍奶来请他喝。所以后来在他上一场比赛前，他就说任何请他喝珍奶的人都会得到一件 T 恤。结果呢，没想到比完赛真的很多人买了珍奶来请他喝，还30几杯耶。最后因为 T 恤不够发，只好改成跟每位粉丝合照。那我们赶快听听这段有趣的访谈吧。
Before my fights, in the first fight I ever did in Taiwan, they had a fight reel and background story, and I started it with saying that I came back here to fight and get the money and then use it for boba because boba's super cheap here. So after my fight, I actually had a lot of people bring me boba. And then actually my last fight, it was just a joke. I said, everybody that brings me a boba drink, I'll give them a free shirt. And I said it as a joke. Little did I know I got 30-something drinks at the end of the night. And
No
I
way.
kid you not, I ran out of shirts. And the least I could do is just get a photo with some of the people there, the fans, I guess. And
Yeah.
I just felt bad, but I was going home with 33 bobas. It was awesome. I have a photo of it somewhere still.
That's amazing. Well, if anyone who runs a Zhenzu night shop,
Yeah.
we need to get a sponsorship. Do you have a sponsorship yet, buddy?
I did a share tea in the
Share
States.
tea, okay.
In the States, but we just came up on our contract in July, so I'm a free agent right now.
We'll have to inquire. So, what kind of got you started in the fight game? What got you interested in MMA?
接下来我们要来问问仲凯，他是怎么样开始接触 MMA 综合格斗，怎么样开始对他产生兴趣的嘞？他说他小时候因为打篮球都会用这个2只手去运球，所以都会被取笑被霸凌。那后来有一天啊，他真的就太生气了，就直接反击，结果挑错对象，反而被打得很惨哦。那他的妈妈本来跟他说，离那些人远一点就好。那刚好呢，他的姐夫，他的这个 brother-in-law 是一名综合格斗教练，而且还有柔道黑带啊，所以他就开始慢慢的教他一些动作，所以仲凯也就是因为这样子而开始展开他的综合格斗人生。
It started off with getting bullied. It was like the typical kind of story. I got bullied in middle school a lot, just because I was a really small Asian kid. I used to dribble the basketball. This is how actually my bullying situation started. I never went in depth with it, actually. I used to dribble the basketball with 2 hands, and I got made fun of. And then one day after school, I just got the short end of the stick. These kids started throwing basketballs at me because I didn't know how to dribble. And then I kind of retaliated in the most non-retaliatable way, and then kind of got beat up. I went home, and then my mom just basically, she said, as long as, just try to stay away from the typical, avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
And then my brother-in-law just so happened to be a MMA coach. He's a jiu-jitsu black belt, judo black belt. He has his own martial arts system. And then I slowly got to know him a little bit better and better and better, and then I started learning from him. And that's how my martial arts journey started. Regardless, I think, if I knew him or not, I would have wanted to learn something, but it was, like I said, destiny. He had to get placed in my life, for whatever reason, and I learned from him. That's how I started my journey.
Beautiful. Yeah, well, I am a big fan of fate and kind of destiny like that, so I feel like, you are on your true path then.
Yeah.
So can we dive a little bit into the language then? So Mandarin was your first language. English is your second, but it all kind of came together. It was a package deal almost for the way your parents wanted to raise you.
那前面我们讲了这么多有关仲凯的格斗经验跟他小时候被霸凌的过往，现在就要来聊聊他的语言学习历程哦。中文是他的母语，那英文是第2语言，但是这2种语言能力几乎可以说是在同一个时间在仲凯的这个脑袋中形成的。为什么这样讲呢？他说他的父母本来是希望他讲中文，但是他的4个兄弟姐妹都在美国长大，所以跟他们讲话的时候自然而然都是用英文。那他的妈妈因为不会英文，所以跟妈妈讲话的时候就会自动切换到中文模式哦。那有趣的是呢，后来虽然仲凯的中文慢慢进步，不过他的妈妈因为想要学英文，所以也开始用英文跟他沟通，也就是为什么我们说仲凯他的成长过程是中英交错。那我们现在就赶快来了解一下仲凯的语言学习过程吧。
Mandarin was one thing that my dad and mom wanted me to speak. And then I had siblings too. I have 4 siblings, 2 brothers and 2 sisters. And they grew up in America, so then I spoke to them in English. That's where I learned a lot of my English. But Mandarin was my first language because my mom growing up, her English wasn't that great, actually, when I was growing up. So she only spoke Mandarin. It's not like she could speak English. And then the better my Mandarin got, the more she started speaking English to me actually growing up because she wanted to learn English a little bit more.
Oh, smart mama.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Well, do you remember any then cultural differences between kind of the Mandarin and the English as you grew up?
那在这样子中英交错的成长过程中，仲凯他有没有遇过什么文化差异或是好笑的翻译呢？他说以前小时候不知道要怎么样把在美国常讲的一句这个 bless you 用中文来表达，就想说台湾比较多这个信佛教的，所以就用 Buddha bless you 用菩萨保佑你来表示哦。那他那时候不知道中文没有这样子的说法，在 middle school 在国中的时候讲出来这一句，同学都傻眼，都听不懂他在讲什么，让他觉得非常的 embarrassed， 非常丢脸哦。那回家跟他妈妈聊到，后来妈妈才说我忘了跟你讲，中文没有人在这样说的啦。那后来这也变成他跟妈妈之间的笑话哦。每次他只要一打喷嚏，妈妈就会故意把英文版的 bless you 讲成中文版的菩萨保佑你来逗仲凯哦。那我们话不多说，赶快来听这段有趣好笑的回忆分享吧。
Yeah, a lot of I'll say one. It's kind of funny because when in America when people say like bless you, I didn't really know how to say anything in Mandarin, so I ended up using like Buddha's name. And I said, Buddha bless you, 菩萨保佑. That's basically what I said.
That's amazing.
But that's not a thing. I didn't know that. So
you totally just improvised that.
So in middle school, I was like, what do I say? I don't know how to say. Okay, everybody's Buddhist here, right? Or there's a huge Buddhist culture. So I was like, 菩萨保佑. And then everybody looked at me like, what? And then I was just kind of embarrassed, but then it was one of those things where people just went by, they just didn't care. But I went home and I asked my mom, and I was like, that's not a thing. She goes, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that to you. This is not a thing.
We don't say bless you in Taiwan.
We don't. It was just literally between me and my mom. Whenever I sneezed, she'd say that just growing up.
Humor
it was
you.
just, yeah, and I guess I didn't know.
That's amazing. Then going forward, do you have any kind of tips and advice you can share about your language learning?
那在这样子中文英文交错学习的成长过程中，仲凯有没有什么小撇步或是建议可以提供给学英文的各位呢？他说他觉得学一个语言最快方法就是要打开心胸去 embrace， 去接纳你在学的这个语言要让自己在那个环境里面，把自己环绕在说那个语言的人周围就好比是学功夫武术一样。如果你特别想要学好某个招式，像 grappling 地战或是 striking 站立战的话，你就必须要每天很认真很勤奋的去练习。例如在泰国 striking 站立战这方面就很强，你就可以去泰国练。想要学好 grappling 地战的话，就去日本或巴西那些在这方面很强的地方，把自己融入在那个环境里面。那同样道理想要学好一个语言，就要去说那个语言的国家，或是多接触说那个语言的人，有点像是强迫自己去使用那个语言那听众朋友们，你记不记得，这就跟之前我们讲过的一样，让自己沉浸在那个环境里面，每天听，每天练习，久而久之你就能够很自然的使用那个语言咯。
I think the quickest way to learn a language from what I've seen and experienced myself is you just have to embrace it. You have to surround yourself with people that it's almost like martial arts. If you want to get good at one thing, like specifically grappling or striking, you have to stick to that art. You have to eat, sleep, and breathe it, meaning you have to just go there. So if you want to learn striking, go to Thailand. If you want to learn grappling, go to Japan, Brazil, all sorts of stuff like that. So in terms of learning a language, go to the country that speaks the language or surround yourself with people that only speak that language. So you're kind of, in a sense, kind of forced to. Mm-hmm. But I think with specifically Taiwan, the culture is so nice and they're just so passionate about helping people and respectful here that it's so easy to learn, And I think that's a lot. It goes a lot for a lot of the other countries, but specifically Taiwan, because I experienced it myself. Everybody's so helpful and they don't make fun of you when you mess up. They laugh because they're like, in a way, they're like, he's trying. It's awesome. They respect that, So I think it's really cool. And my best advice is to embrace yourself in that environment.
Yeah, I would 100% agree. As a foreigner living in Taiwan, I'm so grateful to have found Taiwan because I'm embraced every day for just trying to speak Mandarin.
Absolutely.
All right, my man. So our last question on NG Ingwen is, if you could go back in time and talk to a young Khai the Shadow Wu, would there be any advice you give yourself?
那在访谈最后，我们当然一样也要来问问仲凯，如果今天他有这个机会可以跟以前的自己说说话，他会想要说些什么呢？仲凯说他希望跟小仲凯说，认真学好中文。他说以前在学校他都不专心，虽然口说对他来讲问题不大但每次要读中文的时候都必须要上网找翻译，像如果有粉丝传讯息给他聊关于这个格斗的事情，他都需要 Google 翻译的帮忙才看得懂。而且当他要回复人家讯息的时候，因为他不会打中文，或是有时候打了就打很慢，所以他都只能传语音讯息。不过他有提到他小时候的中文是真的不错，真的很美拜，b 注音什么的他都很 OK， 只是在美国因为读的都是英文，就慢慢把这一块遗忘了。所以如果有机会可以给小时候自己一些建议他真心的希望自己真的不要中断中文的学习那我们讲了这么多，还是赶快进入最后这段访谈内容，听听仲凯的分享吧。
Yeah, it would be, honestly, it'd be to practice my Mandarin better when I was younger, like focus more in school, because now whenever I read Mandarin, it takes a while. I gotta Google Translate everything. I could speak it, but I wish I could, like when people send me, like fans send me messages about fighting for Taiwan and all that stuff, and I'm just like, man, I really appreciate the love, but I got to translate this first. When I see long paragraphs, so I have to translate it. And usually what's funny is people get so excited because I always send them voice messages, but it's not that it's like anything personal, but it's really, I can't type super fast. You're gonna get a response from me a year later, so I send voice messages back.
Nice. Okay, so you're kind of saying focus on tailoring your Mandarin to get it to
learning the Chinese characters. And also I was really good at it. Trust me, I was good at it. I even know my Bopomufa, I was really good at that stuff. I could still read now if I brush up on it. Give me a month. But the biggest issue was I when I went back to the States, I didn't read anything in Mandarin. I didn't practice it, and I just drifted away from it. I do regret it a little bit, but I think it's funny because it rerouted me back to Taiwan, and I'm here now learning Mandarin, talking with everybody. So it kind of ran its course. But if there was one thing I could do, if I was like Doctor Strange from Marvel, I could see the future. I'd definitely go back in time and tell myself.
Love Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I'm a huge comic book
I think
fan
that's where
too.
this question came from.
Yeah.
Because I asked all my guests, and I'm like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
I think it was that.
Exactly.
All right, my man. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Do you have any social media that you can share with our audience?
Yeah, if anybody wants to find me on social media, they could just look up Khai_the_Wu for Instagram. Honestly, you could just type in my English name, Khai Wu, or Mandarin name, Wu Zongkai. If you just type those up, you could find my fan page on Facebook as well. And give my shout out to my sponsors who's been with me every step of the way. Illust, they got Illust in Taiwan now, so that's awesome. Illust Taiwan, I appreciate all the support. Dynasty MMA, they've been supporting me with like my all my training gear and all that stuff. I actually couldn't have gotten this far without their help, so I really appreciate it.
All right, my man. Well, good luck at your fight on November 2nd. We'll be rooting for you for sure, and we'll talk to you next time. All righty, that is our NG Ingwen show for today. We hope everyone enjoyed listening to that. Don't forget to connect with us on Instagram or Facebook. You can search NG Ingwen, or you can search NG English ICRT. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
好，那我们今天西平方的节目 NG 英文就到这边告一段落啦，感谢大家的收听，
别忘了到 IG 搜寻我们的粉丝专页 NG_English 再底线 ICRT。
那也欢迎大家上网搜寻西平方的攻其不备课程，或者是呢到我们西平方的官网多读一些有关 NG 英文的专栏文章，看看在 NG 英文里面的专栏有没有哪些是大家可以吸收学起来的一些小 pebble 哦。我们下次见了，拜拜。